Okay, so Skullcandy and Bose made a pair of headphones, and these are actually called the Skullcandy Crushers 1080 ANC. I have no idea why they're called that. I also know they made another pair, but without Bose. There are two new Skullcandy Crusher out right now, and these are the most expensive ones. So let's see what's inside the box and what these are actually about. Okay, after molding the box like a rabbit jackal, I can tell you the unboxing experience is pretty simple. The cardboard is pretty thin. I just couldn't get it open, so I really didn't want to show that on camera. But inside the box, you get this carrying case, which is a nice touch and it's pretty nice. It feels really good quality. It's pretty thick. It's just a bag. Inside has some type of, I don't know what I would call this, maybe towel material. It feels pretty similar to maybe a blanket or a towel. Feels really soft, like it protects your headphones, and it really doesn't scratch them, which is a good thing. Inside the bag, we get a couple of things. We get instructions, which I'm not going to use because that's what apps are for in 2026. You get the headphones themselves, which have a really nice color. I thought these were going to be pink for the images I saw online, but they're a little bit more towards beige or brown. Nice, interesting color, and at least different to other headphones I have. We also have a 3.5 cable, which is interesting as well because most smartphones right now in 2026 don't even have a 3.5 jack anymore. And it might not seem like a very big deal, but this is the very first USB-C to Type-C cable I've seen from Skullcandy. And that's probably for a reason. And I think it might even say it here on the box. Yep, here it is. It says 60 hours of battery life, but that's not the reason for this cable. It also says fast charging, rapid charge, or whatever you want to call it. So USB-C to Type-C means finally Skullcandy Crushers get fast charge on them. And 60 hours of battery life, honestly I don't know if this is true. Obviously got to put it to the test. This is my first unboxing experience with them, so I don't know really how much they last, but if it's 60 hours, that is a great battery life for a pair of headphones with haptic base. And the headphones themselves have physical inputs on them, but they really aren't buttons, and I'm going to explain to you why. Here we have a knob, which is actually for the haptic base. You can either push it up or pull it down, whether you want more or less space. You also get a custom button, which is nice. You can map this custom button in the Skullcandy app. You can decide whatever you want it to do. It goes up, down, and you can also push it towards the center. Apple hasn't done it right and only gives you one function with their mappable button, and Skullcandy and Bose did it first with a pair of headphones. How much inputs and how much things can you map on a pair of headphones? I guess we'll see in a bit. You also get a Bluetooth knob. It's not even a button. It's like a small knob to turn on or off the Bluetooth settings in case you want to pair it to one or more device, because these headphones are actually multi-point pairable. You can pair them to two devices at the same time. And you also get this type of joystick here on the bottom, which goes as well up, down, to the sides, and towards the middle. This is actually for pausing or playing the music, as well as changing the songs or putting up or down the volume. Now, the headphones themselves, they feel okay quality. They're still mostly plastic. They're really not as premium as what you would find maybe on a Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones by Bose. Those are a little bit more premium towards the touch, but these aren't bad either. I mean, these are actually a little bit cheaper than most Bose headphones, but you do have premium sparkles on them. For example, this band on the sides is completely flush towards the headphones and will help them not break because you can actually stretch them quite a bit and they really won't break. The clamping force on them is actually a little bit loose towards my liking. I would like them to press a little bit more. Not much, but just a teeny weeny bit more. But if you're somebody that always struggles with clamping force on headphones, these might be ideal for you. Pretty comfortable. Although I can feel my ears getting hot really quick because there's no way they can breathe on these. You get memory foam cups on them with what I'm assuming is probably, I don't think it's real leather, but probably a combination between plastic and leather, which I guess is okay. I really don't care if it's genuine leather or it's just a combination, as long as the cups are resistant and last quite a bit. These don't look like they're going to last that much. They already have like these small cracks and these are brand new. And there's no way for these to actually be refurbished because these headphones just came out. Compared to something like maybe the Sonos Ace When you buy those headphones, those are completely slick. They don't have these small cracks on the ear cups. So you can tell the build quality on these is just simply okay. And same deal goes for the top band with the cushion on the top. It actually looks like it's a little bit cracked. Look, I mean, that shouldn't be on a brand new pair of headphones, or am I just exaggerating a bit on these? Now, most important part, what do these sound like? Well, first of all, you have to link them to the Skullcandy app. You can get that on iOS or Android, and it's just called like that, Skullcandy. Once you're inside the app will detect them automatically. You can update the firmwares, the first thing it's gonna ask you to do. Then you can find the pair of headphones you're using, just select them, and you have access to different controls. You can turn on or off ANC, which is actually made by Bose according to what Skullcandy and Bose say, because it does say Bose Quiet Control Active Noise Cancellation. So the noise cancellation, well, was created and done by Bose in this pair of headphones, which is a good thing because Bose does a lot better noise cancellation than Skullcandy. You also get Bose True Spatial, which is spatial audio. I'm not a big fan, but I do know people that like using spatial audio. It's also made by Bose. It even says it here on the app. You get an EQ, which I don't think is made by Bose. Actually, Skullcandy is not bad with their EQs on most headphones. You also get personal sound. I've done this on other Skullcandy products where you have to listen to different frequencies, and depending how well you can listen to those frequencies, it will personalize the sound so you get a better hearing experience. It's pretty decent, and I actually like it a lot when I use it on certain headphones from Skullcandy. So I'll try this out further along, and I'll let you know how really well it works with this pair. It also has low latency audio, Bluetooth settings, word detect, multi-point pairing, which I mentioned previously, and here it says sound by Bose. So the listening experience is going to be made and tuned by Bose. Well, let's see how these sound. If you've never listened to Skullcandy Crushers, well, these are not made for audiophile grade type of listening sessions. These are actually made just to be kind of crazy and extreme with the bass. The bass goes really, really high up, and it's actually haptic bass, which means these headphones actually vibrate when you have them on. So these are for people that know that they want extreme and crazy fun bass, is what I would describe them like. But let's see what these actually sound like. I can't show you what I'm listening to. Well, I can show you, but you can't listen to it. But I can describe what I'm listening to. Okay, so joystick puts the volume up. All right, okay. Oh, wow. These have very clear voices on them. So the highs are way better than on any Skullcandy Crushers I've ever tried. Mids also sound pretty clean. Wow. Skullcandy Crushers are not known for having clear highs or clear mids, and these are doing a great job, but that's obviously the part that Bose made because the drivers are probably tuned by them. Okay, now let's go with the extreme bass. I have it all the way down. Let's go up. Okay, so this is different to other Skullcandy Crushers, and I'm going to explain to you why in a second. But before I explain that, let me turn on ANC and see what that sounds like. Oh, that is strong. Wow, that is very, very strong. Okay, yes, this is definitely quiet comfort-ish ANC. Okay, so ANC off, all right. So the audio, I like the highs, I like the mids, they're pretty clean, but something with the haptic bass makes no sense on this pair of headphones, at least just to my first impression. Obviously, I need to put these to the test. I need to use them a little bit more so I can actually give you a full review. In case you're interested in that, obviously drop a comment below, subscribe, drop a like so I can know you want me to make a full review on these headphones. But just from listening to them for a couple of seconds, I can tell you the haptic bass seems like it's a little bit out of place with such good audio quality because these are really balanced when you have the knob all the way down. They actually don't have poor bass if you don't use the haptic bass itself. Obviously, if you pump it up, it goes really crazy. You can barely hear the voices, you can barely hear the mids, you just feel the vibrations, which is cool and all. It just, I don't know if it's still for me in this pair. By the way, none of this video was sponsored by Skullcandy. I bought these with my own money, so everything you're hearing here is my honest opinion, as it always is. Even if brands collaborate with me, I always give my impartial opinion. I rather lose a brand partnership than my audience, because this is not my only YouTube channel. So in case you're new around here, please drop a comment below, leave a like. It always helps us out quite a bit. And maybe check out this video over here, which I think you might like as well.